just now tuning in, like I said, St. James is a returning guest. You know, he's a youth mentor. He mentors the youth. You know, he has a youth program where he's teaching the youth all kind of skills and trades to bring them up to par with being a significant person in this country, in this world, you know, doing good for themselves. You know what I mean? How you love that? What's up, St. James?
What's going on, brother?
Man, you back again. You're still at it. Yeah. Now, when you were here years ago, I know you had the new what was it called? The church? What
True Vine Community Youth Center.
True Vine Community Youth Center.
Yeah.
And at the time, we just thought it was so great because you had this elaborate setup there. You had the game room. You had all these activities set up at the spot. Yeah. And then next thing I know, after a few months, a few years, it was a little different.
Yeah.
I seen people up in there partying.
Yeah.
And I was confused at first, but then I would roll past and it was event after event after event. And then I said, oh, I got it.
Yeah. St.
James is getting that bread up so he can do what he got to do, because he was saying it was all him when he was working with the kids from the beginning. He needed y'all help. Y'all wasn't listening to the man's plight. He had to go it alone.
Yeah.
You didn't give up. You stayed with it. You reorganized.
Absolutely.
Tell me about the reorganization.
So I had to adjust. You know what I'm saying? My whole life I've been adjusting to situations. So my vision was to be able to help these kids. You know what I'm saying? So that's within my ability. So when you got a vision or an idea, you can't expect somebody else to tap into that. So what I had to do was I had to step back and try to figure out how can I generate money for myself, because it's my vision, it's my heart, it's my plan to be able to pour back into the community.
We got to help ourselves first before we can help anybody.
Yeah.
We got to help ourselves before we can help anybody. So we talked about it a little bit before we came on candidly. You said you had to get some money going in order to do what you need to do to fund the youth center.
Absolutely.
So is that was the thinking? Throw these parties, throw these events, change the name of the facility.
Yeah. So the name's just I still operate under True Vine under certain things. So it's two entities in one building. So the Divine events is the money part of it, to be able to throw some events, to be able to generate money so I can have extra money to be able to throw back at the kids, throw back in the community and do things like that. Now True Vine is strictly, it's non-profit. I'm giving. We're not even looking for a return. I want to invest in these kids so we can have a successful future.
Yeah. What kind of events have you been throwing up at the Divine Center? Because I done seen themes where everybody had on the same look.
Yeah.
I done seen all kind of themes going on at that place.
Yeah. So we doing birthday parties. You know, one of my big things is making something affordable for somebody to lose their family members or something like that. So we have repasts there, and I'm probably the most reasonable in the city, because I feel like when you have an event like that, you're already broken, hurt. So you need a place that ain't gonna strip your pockets off.
Yeah. Right on the 105. Right on the 5. Right on the 5. Yeah. I mean, you know, that's to be commended. You know, to be there for people in their time of need, and you're not you're not hawking the money.
Yeah.
You know, you're standing there for people. You're standing up for people in their time of need.
Absolutely.
In the hood.
And this is the thing. My whole ideal is just because we're in the hood, we don't have to look like it.
That's right.
So when you walk in my building, you don't look like you're in the hood.
Yeah, no, he right about that. Hey, it's called Divine Center, baby.
Yeah.
It's called Divine Center. You don't know. Trust me, I rolled past, baby. It be popping. You know what I mean? I just be thinking it'd be so private. I don't want to go and blow up nobody's spot, but I might have to come down and press some stuff sometime, you know?
Check it out, man. It's upgrades. You know, I do all the work myself, so that was a blessing, and just being able to have them skills, man, you want to just pass that stuff on.
But you still keeping going on with the youth program. You said you just had some classwork going on.
Yeah. I had a whole summer program, but this ain't just youth. This anybody.
Oh, it's not
like,
just the
nah,
youth.
it ain't just youth.
Okay, I stand
Yeah,
corrected.
yeah,
Thank you,
So,
man.
so it's if you got a man coming home from prison or a son that's old enough to want to get out here and do something other than
I didn't
be
know
in the
that.
streets. Yeah, so I'm building. My name of my program is building strong individuals. You know what I'm saying? I want to build strong individuals to teach these younger guys and the guys my age who struggling out there how to be successful without being in the streets, risking your life.
So you're telling me over the prior summer, summer's called this past summer,
Yeah.
you the whole summer you were teaching a skill based program?
Yeah. I was teaching electrical, flooring, drywall, and a few of the fathers brought their kids and now have employment with me. You know what I'm saying? I showed them some stuff and then I put them to work. They said they wasn't working. So I said, come on, let's go out here and figure this thing out together. So I teach them the skills, and then because I know so much that people are calling me and it's overwhelming. So it benefit me to teach them too, because now I got some help. We can go out here. And
Oh, so hold on, let me get this right, St. James. So you're skilled in all these departments. You're saying electrical, plumbing,
drywall,
drywall,
roofing, porch.
You're skilled in all of those areas.
All of them.
So much so that you can teach another individual.
Absolutely.
Wow, how real is that? That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Yeah, well, St. James been down with us. He just been waiting on the word, you know what I'm saying? You know, I be seeing him out in the community, and he be like, T, I'm still doing my thing, you know. I'm like, salute to your brother. You know, we do need to link up and do some things. And now that we got the historical district popping off, we plan to do that. We plan to have skill-based training, and we're going to reach out to you on that. So much so that you've been doing your thing. You've been spotlighted on the mainstream media.
Yeah.
Talk about that a little bit.
This summer, just out of wanting to see these kids out the streets, and we expect kids to do something other than what they taught. These streets teaching these kids how to sell drugs, how to steal cars, how to rob and all that kind of stuff. Who teaching these kids how to be successful, how to work with your hands, how to use power tools, how to do things like that? Nobody really. So when you see a kid in trouble, all you can do is say, well, he's just doing what he know. So if we don't have no strong individuals standing in the gap for these kids, then I'm in danger. You know what I'm saying? I'm in danger of getting robbed, getting killed, getting my car took. But if I put my energy into them, you know what I'm saying?
Let's revisit, because you hadn't been here in a while, St. James. What pushed you into wanting to do that, wanting to be this figure that's standing there when no one else is standing there, and show a young man how to use a power tool when no one else is doing that, and he's getting locked up, and somebody saying, oh, well, he's just doing what he know. But then when you got individuals that's saying, hey, I want to be put to work, and they're being taught these skills by you, talk a little bit about that.
My heart and my compassion is what pushed me towards helping. You know what I'm saying? To be able to see a need not being met. And then my personal experience, where had I knew what was inside of me, because it always been there, our gifts is already there. Our ability is already to be there. We just got to have them develop.
Yeah.
Not having nobody to be able to see you and say, hey, man, you can be a great talk show host.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you real good with your words, so you sit there and you practice this, and at a younger age, they give you a mic and they give you a platform and they say, exercise your gift.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for myself is I grab a group of kids and I show them different things and I see where they're strong at. But it's not my job to create them. They already created. God did that. It's my job to be able to see where they gifts at. You know what I'm saying? So if you see a LeBron James at the basketball court shooting basketball, you ain't got to say nothing. He great. You know what I'm saying? Let's develop him. Let's put him in a place where he can be amazing. And that's what we got to do for each kid in our community when we see him. So we see, but this is the thing about our community. We see undeveloped youth, undeveloped men, undeveloped women, and we tend to talk down on them, but they undeveloped. So nobody took the time to say, hey, sis, let me show you something. Let me show you how to walk like a lady. Let me show you how to talk like a lady. Let me show you how to handle your business and not use your body as a tool. Let me show you how to think your way out of situations.
What's kept you grounded in your faith and your belief and your purpose at what you're doing? Because it's been a few years since you were on board here, and you're still doing what you're doing, and you're developing this out of your own pocket. You reorganized, you shook some things up. Tell me what has gotten you to this point.
My grounding is, man, I'm flawed. I'm able to make bad decisions. I'm able to run into brick walls. I have made bad decisions. I have ran into brick walls. My faith is in God, man. The world belongs to Him and everything in it. So, man, we was created to share it with each other.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something, because you got individuals like me that may recognize what you got going on, want to speak to you and show a little light on it. But then, you know, it's not as much as it should be. Like a person, what you're doing, what you got going on, like, does that bother you? Does that, you know, like, how do you feel about that? Like,
nah, I mean, I'm not doing it for attention or notoriety. I'm doing it for the love of people. So if
let me rephrase the question. You know, because we need help. You know, we need help. We want to fully fund the youth program.
Yeah.
We want to be able to do something as much as we can with the youth.
Yeah.
So without the individuals lining up saying, here's St. James, I'm with this corporation. I want to do this with Divine Center. I want to do this with True Vine Community Center. You know, I want to do this, but the lack of that. So, you know, how do you feel about that, and how do you address that? Like, what do you do to keep going?
So,
besides putting on the events that you've seen.
So this is the thing that when we don't see, it's two kind of people. The people who is gonna quit if you don't get what you need, and it's the other individual who's gonna find his way. That's right. You see what I'm saying? So ain't no quitting me. So when I saw it's just adjusting to life. When I saw that there was no help out there, and when I asked, it was laughed at, like, yo, this guy can't be for real. It just made me develop myself more to be able to generate the finances I need. So it helped me. So it helped me. By them not helping me, it helped me become stronger and be able to produce more finances for myself.
Okay.
So now what I do is, if somebody want to come help, cool. But I'm gonna do this thing with you, without you. You know what I'm saying? So my thought process changes, and when your thought process changes, your life changes. So before it was looking like I need help to be able to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I'm saying I go out here and get it on my own because I'm skilled. I got electrical, plumbing, drywall framing. I got the event center. So I'm figuring out how to generate money for myself and others. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm contracting.
Let me ask you a question, St. James, because you spoke on how you're teaching these kids these skill-based training, and then they're saying, well, we don't got nothing to do, and you're saying, well, I got these job orders. I'm going to teach you these skills. Come with me and do this job. You're going to make some money. Yeah. Can you give me an example of how that's worked out with somebody, one of the youth? Maybe you brought them on, didn't know you was going to actually be doing that with them. You taught them. They got excited about it. They learned something, and now they've been going on a couple jobs, and it's kind of changed their life, gave them a new perspective. Can you give us an example of?
So for the youth, I have 10-year-olds that know how to do electrical. They can
no more excuse for you for your 10-year-old son that's out there, you know, playing backgammon and rolling the dice and playing with Hulk Hogan, playing with the X-Men's and all on the PlayStation. You know, we wiping that excuse out now. You know, we could be doing more things than that now on that video game at 10 years old and older now. We can be doing more things.
Yeah, so I got girls that know how to do drywall.
You got girls that know how to do drywall.
They cutting holes out and tape and mudding and finishing it. But for the youth, it kind of ended at the summer. I got a couple that kind of reach out and try to get some things going. But what it benefited was from their parents. the males that was dropping them off. I got about 3 of them that came to the program with their kids. That's now working with me every day. I'm like, and I'm still showing them stuff. So,
hey, we not giving no man no fish. We teaching them how to fish, baby. We teaching them how to fish.
Yeah. So see, this is the thing. Most of us, when we know something, we want to conceal it because we feel like if I share it with somebody else, it's gonna make me less valuable.
Yeah.
But in sense,
that's the thought that permeates through the neighborhood.
But in sense, in reality, is if I show you, we can go get this job done fast. But the problem is with the individual is you don't want to break the money in for us. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want to keep everything by yourself. But if we hit this move right here
and knock it out quick, we can go get another one
and go get the next one
and go get
so
the next.
by the time if I would have did this by myself, I would have got probably 4,000. But we doing this, I'm still getting 4,000 because we didn't hit this here.
Yeah.
And the time that we'd have got this, but we so selfish in our thinking. We be like, man, I'm hiding my hand, and that's a curse within yourself. So for me, I'm growing because I'm giving. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you another question. The people that rent out your space, the Divine Center, to throw their events, do some of these people know what you got going on with the youth program?
I don't know how many people know, but listen, it was on the news. It was on 19.
Yeah.
It was on Channel 5.
Did you get any calls once you were on those platforms, the mainstream media, were people giving you a call, wanting to talk about what you had going on?
I have a few people trying to use me. You know what
Explain
I'm saying?
that. Huh? You leechers out there.
Yeah.
Y'all trying to leech on to a brother doing something good in his hood, out his own pocket.
Yeah. So they're calling.
Y'all need a name? That's what y'all need, huh? Y'all need a name. Y'all need a name.
So they'll call and say, hey, man, we see what you doing and we so proud of you. I got a house over here that you and your kids can come and do some
work on for $2.
Y'all come work over here for us. And I'm looking like I'm teaching them to do business, not to give their talents away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
so you got people approaching you, want to give you business, but they figure like you working with youth and you train them, so you're willing to take less money.
No money. They
or
want
no
to
money.
do it for free, but no.
They want you to do it for free.
You want me to
Let's get this straight. If y'all see this man, what he's doing in the community, don't call him up wasting his time, talking about, can you come look at this property and do something with it, and you're not talking about no compensation. You know, them children, they need money, man. They need money, man. They need to be inspired. They need to see that they can learn a trade, a skill, and they can apply what they know and actually earn a living. Help the kids out, man. Quit trying to play each other all the time, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So do you ever throw your own events at your youth? At your Divine Center?
For myself?
Yeah, like throw your own events. Like, have you done that yet?
Nah, I ain't really into my own thing. No, it ain't. Yeah, and I don't.
Well, reason why I say that because you allow other people to rent the space and throw events, and you're raising money that way. And I'm just thinking maybe you could throw your own events too.
So this is my thing is, I'm trying to get stuff like this. I like upscale stuff.
We not just throwing anything. I might let you come in and do the repass, and we all got on red, black, and white and all that. Yeah. But look, I like my, when I pop out, I'm gonna pop out.
Yeah. So if I'm gonna throw something, it's gonna be something with some class. Where we come in and some poetry or something like that, where we come in to have a good time and we don't have to worry about our lives being in danger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And things like that. We gonna come in, have a good time, and go home to our families. So I don't want to throw something and people getting killed. You know what I'm saying? Because I decided to throw a drink and drown. That's beneath me. You know what I'm saying? Do that in the hood.
Well, you know I wasn't thinking about drinking and driving.
Something like that.
But let's hold that thought, St. James, and we'll be back in a minute. We ain't about to drink and drown, y'all. We'll be back in a minute. Playing T, that's me, Hollywood in the hood.